Greetings everyone. I'm Shyam and I feel so privileged talking to you through this video. What are we going to discuss in today's English diet? A few days ago, I met a friend of mine. He told me that he had learned a lot of lessons in English grammar but hasn't found a place to use them. He said that he had learned a lot of rules connecting to direct speech and indirect speech. He says that he never in his life applied those rules when he spoke with people. I know that many of us have this question. We are aware of the rules, we applied those rules in the answer sheet in the examinations, but nowhere else did we convert sentences, convert speeches. We never did that. Where do we actually need them? That's more important than the rules that we studied. Let's start this analysis, friends. What do you mean by direct speech and what do you mean by indirect speech? When I asked this question to many friends, they said direct speech is like talking to someone directly. Indirect speech is like carrying the information from the conversation of two people to a new person. Is that the difference between direct speech and indirect speech? Sadly, no. That's not the definition. Let's get into it. Imagine that there are two friends talking to each other. They transfer dialogues. They transfer dialects. Now, when I plan to communicate their conversation to someone else, I carry that dialogue, make it as a report. Make it as a report. Now, there are two ways in which I can make this report. Number one, take the dialogue, do not change anything in that dialogue, just give it to him. That's direct speech. The second option is taking the dialogue, making some changes to it, modifications to it, considering the time and place in which I am reporting, and then presenting the dialogue. The modified form or the changed form is called the indirect speech. Now let's get a little deeper. When do I go with the direct speech? When do I go with the indirect speech? Think of the president of our country making a visit to our neighboring country. The next day's newspapers and the news channels flash this news. But there is a difference in how each of them handle the news. Assume that the president meets the press and says, "Hello everyone, I visited our neighboring country. I loved my travel. I enjoyed the place. I've learned a lot of advancements in that country. We shall incorporate it here very soon." Assume that this is the message he gave to the press. The newspaper guy takes this message and the next day's newspaper would be very similar to this. It would start with the double quotes. You'll find a big passage in double quotes. It would go, "Hello everyone, I visited our neighboring country. I was very happy of that travel. I enjoyed and learned the advancements in that country. I believe we will have such advancements in our country too. Thank you." You would find this entire passage in double quotes, and after that you would find a comma, "said the president of our country." What's that? That's direct speech. The newspaper wanted you to feel exactly how it felt when the president gave that address. So they give it to you in direct speech. Now think of the storybooks. Think of the quotations. They don't change even when they go hand after hand. So they present them in double quotes without changing them from the dialogue format. They just present it to you. All of them come under the direct speech. Now think of the same message from the president. Forget the newspaper. Get into a news channel. How does the news reader present it? Does he or she present it like this? "Hello everyone, I visited our neighboring country. I loved my travel to that place. I enjoyed and learned all the advancements in that country. I believe we will have such advancements in our country too. Thank you," said the President of India. Would the newsreader say so? It wouldn't be apt. The direct speech will not fit an oral reporting. It would not be apt when somebody is communicating it orally. That way, the indirect speech helps. How? The president of our country said that he was happy traveling to our neighboring country. He also said that he enjoyed and learned from the advancements in that country. He also insisted that we would have such advancements. Did you see that the dialogues of the president have got changed? This is where your rules apply. This is where the indirect speech finds its need. That's it, friends. The direct speech is meant for written communication and indirect speech is meant for oral communication. These are the places where they sound so apt. Let's learn the purpose behind every lesson that we learned in grammar. Thereafter, the rules will become very handy. Thereafter, you will find that all that you learned in English grammar has a place of application. Try this out. Take a very good advancement in the way you speak. Let's change the way people look at us when we speak. Best wishes. Thank you.
உலகத்தின் மிகப்பெரிய பொய் அதுதான். பான் ஸ்பீக்கர்னு உலகத்துல யாருமே கிடையாது. இட்ஸ் ராங். ஏன்னா ஸ்பீக்கிங்ன்றது டேலண்ட் கிடையாதுப்பா, அது ஒரு ஸ்கில். யாரோ சொல்றாங்கிறதுக்காக ஸ்போக்கன் இங்கிலீஷ் எடுத்திருந்தா யூ வில் நாட் பி சக்சஸ்ஃபுல். ரோடுனா என்ன, ஸ்ட்ரீட்னா என்ன? சரி, இன்னொன்னு கேக்குறேன். ஸ்டெப்ஸ்னா என்ன, ஸ்டேர்ஸ்னா என்ன? ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்னா என்ன, கிளினிக்னா என்ன?
In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. நைட்டுக்கு என்ன சொல்றது? In the night. இல்லையே, அத வேற மாதிரி சொல்றாங்களே எப்பயுமே.
நம்பர் 1, நீங்க இங்கிலீஷ்ல நல்லா ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணணும்னா முதல்ல தமிழை நல்லா ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணணும். whether you accept it or not, நீ இங்கிலீஷை நல்லா ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணணும்னா தமிழை நல்லா ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் பண்ணணும். ப்ரொனன்சியேஷன் அப்படின்றது ஒரு பாடமே கிடையாது. ஏன் அப்படின்றதுதான் the point to be noted. அதுக்கு மேல ஏன் கவனிக்க மாட்டாங்க? இல்ல, அவங்கள நான் கவனிக்க வைக்கணும்னா என்ன செய்யணும்? என்ன செய்யணும்? ஸ்டோரி சொல்லணுமா? அதான் ஸ்டோரி டெல்லிங்கா? கிடையாது. நோ, தட்ஸ் ராங். அதுக்காக ஸ்டோரி டெல்லிங் கிடையாது.
Subscribe to our channel for fun facts, lessons on English, and tips for public speaking.